Good morning. I'm John Hudson, pastor of the Pilgrim United Church of Christ in Sherborn, Massachusetts, and the writer of Spiritually Speaking, a weekly newspaper column for Gannett Media. And I welcome you to another of my weekly video essays with thoughts about how all of us can lean into and get through these strange and amazing days. With less than 2 weeks to go for Thanksgiving, in a normal year, the emails and texts would be flying among the cast of characters who grace my table every year on the fourth Thursday in November. My mom and sister, my friends and their kids, and assorted other folks who all come along. In a normal year, that number might be up to 15 people. In a normal year, my godson and I would have already begun getting psyched for our annual pre-Thanksgiving night viewing of our favorite and most infamous Thanksgiving movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. In a normal year. I don't have to tell you this is not a normal year, and it is, in fact, the weirdest and hardest of years when we will actually have to sacrifice cherished traditions like a big Thanksgiving celebration. Sacrifice so vulnerable folks will stay healthy. Sacrifice so COVID won't race like wildfire through our circles of family and friends. Sacrifice. Because at certain times in this life, especially as we are in community with each other, you and I, all of us, are called to give good things up for a greater good, like the health and safety of those we know and even those we don't know. Am I happy about this? No. Do I recognize that this sacrifice is the right thing to do? Yes, absolutely. I hope you do too. I mean, I don't like it, but sometimes we as humans, we as neighbors, we as people of faith, we as citizens, we are asked to give something up for the greater good, for the common good. There was a time when sacrifice was actually recognized in our country as communally understood, as a shared virtue. Now, I'm not so sure anymore. I just look at the number of people who still refuse to mask up. We have no control over what others think of making a sacrifice or how others are responding to the COVID crisis, but we do have control over what we choose to do, how willing we are to make a personal sacrifice, to give up something as precious as a normal Thanksgiving in order to contribute to the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Sacrifice. I really think that is what is getting us through these current times, perhaps more so than any other power or force. Think of all the people right now who are sacrificing so much. Doctors and nurses putting in so many hours, putting themselves at risk to save lives, and teachers staying in the classroom even though they could get sick from that, and parents, especially moms, having to give up jobs to stay at home to help their kids as those children go to school online. When I think of those sacrifices, my little sacrifice, no traditional Thanksgiving in 2020, it humbles me. It puts my sacrifice in perspective. It will be hard, no doubt, to alter Turkey Day, but this is just what needs to be done in 2020 for everyone. For everyone. Sacrifice. We can do it. We must do it for the good of others. Thanks for joining me. Our church offers worship every Sunday on this Sunday morning on this Facebook page at 9:50 a.m. and we invite you to join us. Take care, and I pray that you and your loved ones, that all of us, that we can keep the faith, be well, stay safe, and God bless all of us, and God bless our world.